One final time here on stevedeace.com with our ninth and last entry. I know some of you are applauding. The ninth and last entry in our series, taking a look at all of the Republican presidential candidates for the 2012 Iowa caucuses through the filter of their fatal flaws. Everybody, each of us, unless your name is Jesus, each of us has these fatal flaws, and it's how we overcome them while exploiting the fatal flaws of our opponent that often determines whether or not we get ahead, or in this case, whether or not you win on caucus night. And in our final installment, we're going to take a look at Pennsylvania Senator Rick Santorum, or former Pennsylvania Senator Rick Santorum. Rick Santorum was once the champion of the conservative grassroots. Elected to the Senate at a young age, very conservative record, staunchly pro-life, one of the most pro-life senators in the United States of America. There was an interview he did recently with a radio host, and I think it was in New Hampshire, and he asked him about Social Security and entitlement reform, and Santorum was even able to turn that into a pro-life conversation. Nonetheless, he has some fatal flaws as well, and I think there's a couple of things standing between Rick Santorum and victory in the Iowa caucuses. Number one is he managed to get on the wrong side of the one conservative grassroots group I know of that doesn't play nice with the Republican Party establishment on any level, and that's National Right to Work. They've got a huge axe to grind where Rick Santorum is concerned. When he's come to Iowa in the past, they have followed him around with some really nasty flyers. And one thing I know, because I know some of these people at National Right to Work, some of them are friends of mine, wouldn't surprise you probably know that I tend to get along with people like this. They are merciless. So overcoming that can be difficult. I mean, the last thing you want at a campaign event, I'll give you one example. I was talking to one little birdie whom Santorum is courting to be one of his supporters in the caucuses, and he told me, man, it's tough. I just want to do an event with Rick Santorum, and I show up, and Right to Work's got all of these flyers sitting out there. That's the last thing I want. That's not a photo op. And you know, rest assured, the people at Right to Work, they are merciless, they are relentless, and they're going to dog Rick Santorum the entire way. And then there's his second weakness that I think he has to overcome, and that's the number 18, because that's how many points he lost his last election by. Now, I know 2006 was a bad year for Republicans, but folks, do you know how hard it is for a sitting U.S. Senator who isn't caught with a woman, not his wife, who isn't caught, you know, embezzling money or lying to the feds? Do you know how hard it is for a U.S. Senator who hasn't done any of those things to lose as an incumbent by 18 points? That is breathtakingly unprecedented. It just doesn't happen. And I think Rick Santorum's going to say a lot of the right things on the issues. But in the end, he's got to make the case that a guy who in his last election lost 18 points is now suddenly equipped to be the guy to go take on Barack Obama in November. And overcoming that objection will go a long way towards Rick Santorum getting the result that he's looking for on Iowa caucus night. I want to thank you for joining us both today and for this entire series that we've done for the last couple of weeks. Don't forget, you can join us each day here at stevedeace.com. You can email me. It's just Steve at stevedeace.com. I'm on Facebook. Also, look me up on Twitter at Steve_Deace. God bless.